zones, and 1 area code. Welcome to the Upper Peninsula. Welcome to 906 Outdoors. For your connection to the UP, watch 906 Outdoors Saturday mornings at 7:30.
You better watch out.
Sometimes life can give you some challenges.
Our team at Burns Insurance can help you through it all.
Remember to take time and enjoy the little things in life.
Happy holidays.
When you need help feeding your family, call the Family Food Helpline.
This does seal the deal on them scaling back the size of the rate increase.
Right now on Newswatch 12 today, see how a lower inflation rate may affect the Fed's decision on whether to raise interest rates. Plus,
the radar is lighting up like a Christmas tree this morning with the wintry mix that's now starting to move in. Your full forecast is coming up.
And see how Miss Wisconsin has been awarded for showing her talent already in the national competition. It's Wednesday, December 14th.
Newswatch 12 today with Jackie Smith, Michael Lodeholtz, and Devin Biggs.
good morning and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Jackie Smith.
And I'm Michael Lodeholtz.
And so we've had a pretty big streak of just some not like very active weather, but that's breaking.
Apparently it's breaking. I was thinking I'd be coming in this morning and it had already broken. But it looks like Devin is in the weather center now, and he's going to tell us exactly when we can expect to see some action in this.
Well, the streak's broken because we already got precipitation in the viewing area. It's already raining in Wausau and Rhodes. That's going to get messy from time to time, so definitely play it by ear. I know some schools have already closed. I'm sure we'll be running that crawl at the bottom of the screen from time to time, so make sure to reference that for updates. But otherwise, though, here we go. So people are already making that commute, so hopefully it's safe to say they're definitely treating the roads. So just take it slow this morning. Definitely be careful as you move forward. Most of the main roads should be okay. We have been upgraded to winter storm warnings in the viewing area. This is where the snow that's going to be moving in. But behind this alert, though, look at this. We still have winter weather advisories up, and that's for the icy concerns that are on the roadways this morning. This has actually been extended now until a noon time frame today for the counties highlighted here in the purple. That's what's in effect now. The winter storm warning now will kick in later this afternoon. But zooming things out, it's all getting going right now from the south to the north. The radar lighting up like a Christmas tree, some rain, some frozen precipitation, and possibly snow that is mixing in. So here we go, your out-the-door forecast. That wintry mix is expected today. Temperatures will climb to the lower 30s, close to freezing during the afternoon period.
Gun safety measures, access to safe and legal abortions, and other matters of public safety are top priorities for Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul in 2023.
He said he'll be advocating for funds to go directly to local services like law enforcement and the Office of School Safety. Additionally, Kaul said adding universal background checks to gun laws will help curb the increase in violence the state has seen since the pandemic. Kaul said that he is also in the process of responding to a motion filed to dismiss a lawsuit against repealing the 1849 Wisconsin abortion ban. Kaul said it would take a matter of months or possibly longer for the case to play out.
Foxconn Technology Group was supposed to be the next big manufacturing hub in Wisconsin, but that did not happen. But this is the second year in a row the Taiwan-based company qualified for $8.6 million in tax breaks. This is due to revised contract terms that lowered benchmarks the company needed to meet. Evers revised the state's contract with Foxconn in April of 2021. Under the new deal, Foxconn is expected to invest up to $672 million by the end of 2025. The original contract entered into by former Governor Scott Walker in 2017 envisioned a $10 billion investment by Foxconn that would employ up to 13,000 people. Under that original deal, Foxconn could have qualified for nearly $4 billion in state and local tax breaks. Scientists say communities around the Great Lakes should prepare for swings in high and low water levels because of a changing climate.
A panel of scientists discussed the effects of climate change on the Great Lakes during the American Geophysical Union's fall meeting in Chicago. Scientists say they are not quite sure how climate change will affect the Great Lakes, but they do believe the area should have warmer and wetter conditions by mid-century. Climate change also increases the chance of extreme weather events like heavy rainfall. Until recently, the lakes experienced a period of low water levels from 1998 to 2013. In the years since, levels climbed rapidly and reached record highs between 2017 and 2020.
The second preliminary night of the 2023 Miss America competition took place last night. Grace Stanke, Miss Wisconsin, won the preliminary talent scholarship for her classical violin performance and received $2,500 in scholarship awards. The Miss America organization is a leading distributor of scholarships to women in the United States, awarding more than $5 million in cash scholarships each year. They also award millions more in in-kind per year through national, state, and local programs.
The Federal Reserve votes today on whether or not they raise interest rates. It's signaled a half-point hike.
But the goal of such increases is to lower inflation, and yesterday's inflation report shows signs of relief. Amy Kiley reports on whether economists think that will cause the Fed to change course.
This does seal the deal on them scaling back the size of the rate increase.
That's a prediction of how the Federal Reserve eventually will respond to yesterday's Consumer Price Index report. It shows November's inflation rate was 7.3, a low not seen since last December. But the chief economist for Moody's clarifies his prediction is for the future, not for today's Fed meeting.
The Fed's going to raise rates. They signaled that they're going to do that, and they're going to stick to that script.
Fed hikes mean people have to pay more interest on things like credit cards and mortgages. But the point of them is to lower prices.
If this relieves us of the historically high and damaging inflation, and we have to make a slight trade-off for that, I think that's a trade that many Americans would make.
That relief could trigger a recession. Businesses like Amazon and Morgan Stanley have been cutting jobs to prepare.
One of my main focuses as Secretary of Labor will be making sure that we have job training, workforce development, apprenticeship opportunities for new jobs we're creating, but for some of these other jobs that are happening in the United States right now that are having a hard time finding people.
Of course, the Fed would rather pull off a so-called soft landing. That would involve reducing inflation without causing a recession.
I think there's still a chance, keep hope alive.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Coming up in international news, see how South Korea is sticking to their mandatory military mandate as a member of their supergroup BTS begins his service.
Plus, the World Cup is heating up as one of two final teams are set. But find out how Argentina made their way to that final stage. Those stories and more news from around the world when we come back.
Rich, indulgent chocolate with a luscious caramel filling with love from San Francisco. Ghirardelli caramel squares makes life a bite better.
Okay, are we gonna fit? There we go.
At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams.
All right, open your eyes. Welcome home.
All right, we'll see you later. Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
Are we still on for 3?
I'm on phone.
When your team needs more space to work and eat.
Carl, is that mackerel?
No, it's trout.
It matters where you stay.
Fish tacos?
Carl.
Hilton for the stay.
Where can you get great appliances this holiday? Backed by our price promise every day. Lowe's, actually. The final days of Winterfest are here. Save now before they're gone.
Accidents happen, and when they do, demand the best. At Shimkus Auto Body, we believe in quality work. Our certified technicians have years of experience and care about your car. At Shimkus Auto Body, you know you'll be dealing with a company that's been in business for over 30 years. We're so proud of our work that we've put our family name right on the door. Shimkus, a name you can trust.
Welcome back. The excitement that we've been waiting for is here. We've been triggered to winter storm warnings as of this morning. This will expire at 9 a.m. on Thursday, so that's when the worst of the snow will be moving in. On top of that, though, that snow has not begun just yet. Look what's behind this. We have winter weather advisory, so we pulled off the other alerts, though. This is in effect because we do have some ice concerns this morning and maybe a little bit of snowfall in a few areas. So let's show you the radar right now, and it's starting to light up. So some of the radar might be showing a little bit of snow, but some of this could also be some rain, some freezing rain that's currently moving in. Basically a wind shear mix in general. It's developing from the south, going toward the north, so we'll throw the radar into motion, give you a little bit of a closer look, and it's starting to really build in. So those areas up near Rhinelander, you'll start to see some of this coming up very soon. So there's a lot of stuff to really break down here with all the precipitation I'll be moving in. This is just the first round of precipitation that's moving in ahead of this next system. That has brought some lightning with it this morning as well across the western parts of Wisconsin. So I just tell you there's a lot of energy with this. And once we get that second round going tonight of some precipitation, that will switch over to snow, and we will see a lot of it. That will begin to get going. The roads are already starting to become a mess out there. We're starting to get reports of slippery conditions. That's what's indicated in the blue shade right there, and the pink shade that's being showed as snow or ice-covered roads. So the road's starting to show some issues out there, so please be careful as you do travel this morning if you must. But moving forward, though, futurecasts, again, that wind shear mix will last for most of the day. There will be some breaks from the precipitation from time to time, too. But then as things get going to the evening period, look what happens. We start to switch over to snow, and it will be strong at times, so with some heavy snowfall from time to time, hence why we're expecting a lot of snowfall. And then we'll start to catch a little bit of a break by Thursday at around 9 a.m. when the worst starts to back off. But then this area of low pressure will just kind of sit and spin. So snow showers will be possible on and off as we head towards Friday and also into Saturday as you move through. So no dramatic changes from yesterday's forecast that Jeff put out. I tweaked it just a bit to kind of expand 8 to 12 inches, just a little bit more, and maybe the blue shade is a little bit more to the south. So if anything, maybe an expansion in the coverage area, but overall, nothing too dramatic. Still thinking a lot of snowfall here with 8 to 12 inches with locally higher amounts possible. Then the blue shade, some lower amounts, and the white shade there, that is 1 to 4 inches being expected there in some areas. So here's the breakdown. It's basically here. The precipitation starts today. It's starting right now. That rain, sleet, snow, and freezing rain. Roads will be messy, as you saw. The snow kicks in for sure tonight as we transition with heavy snow possible and a lot of moisture with this. So this will be the heavy, wet, sticky, wet snow with gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour but as we move forward, though, again, the abundant moisture will be bringing about 8 to 12 inches of snow. Otherwise, temperatures right now in the lower 30s in Land O'Lakes and also Eagle River, also at 32 degrees in Merrill. So temperatures are near freezing, but dew points also near there. There's plenty of moisture for this to work with. So your forecast moving forward, though, forgive me right there, we're going to be seeing lower 30s, wind shear mix slightly with slippery roads. That's going to be the big issue. Again, there's some road closures already. That southeast wind getting up to about 40 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper 20s. That wind shear mix will switch to snow, will be heavy at times. 8 to 12 inches will occur tonight. That east wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. And for your Thursday, lower 30s, snow likely, maybe heavy at times as well early, and then we'll back off a bit. That southeast wind getting up to 25 miles per hour. And then Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, 7-day forecast. More snow showers again by Friday. Highs in the lower 30s. We linger into Saturday, nothing very extreme. Finally backing off starting Saturday night and lasting through Sunday, Monday, to Tuesday. But here is the change. Temperatures really cool off with highs in the teens and single digits and lows getting below 0.
Thanks, Devin. A new look for BTS member Jin as he begins his mandatory military service in his home country of South Korea. Jin arrived at an Army training center miles from the demilitarized zone on Tuesday. Hundreds of fans, security, and media personnel were there at the base to welcome the international superstar. The 30-year-old will spend 18 months in uniform. The military service is compulsory in the Asian nation. Almost all able-bodied men are required to serve in the Army for a year and a half. They have to enlist by the age of 28, but a new 2020 bill allows some stars to defer their service until the age of 30. According to BTS record label, the group is expected to get back together around 2025. And Argentina defeated Croatia 3-0 in a dominating performance to secure the first spot in Sunday's World Cup final. The two Argentinian forwards, Julian Alvarez and Lionel Messi, were the difference makers in the match, playing an integral role in the 3 goals. With his appearance against Croatia, Messi joined German Lothar Matthäus as the joint record appearance maker in FIFA Men's World Cup history, with 25 matches played. Argentina will now face the winner of Wednesday's semifinal match between Morocco and France. The final will be played at Lusail Stadium, the same venue Argentina defeated Croatia on Tuesday. The attendance at Tuesday's semifinal was announced as being at full capacity, with nearly 89,000 fans in the stadium. And Prince Harry and Meghan Markle appear to be a hit on Netflix. The docuseries Harry and Meghan garnered more than 81 million hours watched in its first week. Netflix says it is the most watched documentary debut in the company's history. The series is in the top 10 TV list in 85 countries and ranked in the #1 spot in the United Kingdom. Part 2 of Harry and Meghan will be released on Netflix Thursday. It includes 3 episodes focusing on the couple's decision to leave the royal family. Buckingham Palace said it would not be commenting on the series after the first installment.
Is in full swing, but see how Americans are still slow to get their shots this year. Plus, find out how one study claims electronics for young children may be causing them emotional damage down the road. Those stories and more health news when we return.
Look! It's easy to say things. Anyone can do that.
Look closer.
Meaning what you say, that's a little harder, and a little harder to find. But at US Cellular, when we say you get unlimited data for $29.99 per line, we don't mean only if you get 4 lines. We mean $29.99 per line, even 1. Plus, every plan is price protected for every customer.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer. Now, choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select Ford vehicles, lock in your rate, and you're protected. I'm proud of you, kid. And that's how Ford is helping you shine bright. This season, choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge and get 0% APR financing for 66 months.
If you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, make Argonne Lumber your first stop. High-quality materials, personalized service, expert staff, and delivery are just some of the things Argonne Lumber is known for. Stop in and smell the lumber at Argonne Lumber, 2 locations in Argonne and Rhinelander.
Aiello's, the home of the Godfather Grinder, offering sandwiches, pasta salads, soups, delicious scratch-made hand-tossed pizzas, and more. All made to order with the freshest ingredients. Party platters for any occasion, large or small. Call ahead to order yours. See you soon at Aiello's.
I experienced upper back and neck pain and tightness that caused severe tension headaches pretty much on a daily basis.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Drager. The first thing we do when somebody comes as a new patient is we sit down and we listen. We talk, we have to put the puzzle together. Part of it is you have to have an accurate diagnosis. So many people come in with a misplaced diagnosis and it leads to years of unnecessary pain.
After regular chiropractor adjustments and the Atlas Profilix treatment, my symptoms are gone. I feel amazing. I am grateful for my care that I experienced at Drager Chiropractic.
Alrighty, welcome back. So the precipitation starting to move in from the south to the north. It may not be hitting the ground in some areas just yet, but don't let that fool you. There's plenty of moisture with this, and we'll start seeing us hitting the ground very shortly if it's not already.
Thank you, Devin. A preliminary study shows that an experimental mRNA cancer vaccine with immunotherapy lowers the risk of melanoma returning. mRNA vaccines combined with Keytruda also reduce the risk of death from melanoma in patients who had surgery, according to pharmaceutical companies Moderna and Merck. The trial included 157 patients with stage 3 or stage 4 melanoma who already had surgery. Companies say treatment with the experimental vaccine combined with immunotherapy reduced the risk of cancer recurrence or death by 44% compared with immunotherapy alone. The company said they will launch a phase 3 study in melanoma patients next year that will study additional tumor types. And despite the threat of a triple threat of viruses swirling around the U.S., vaccination rates are down. Among the potential threats is the flu, which health officials say arrived earlier than usual this season. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says it would like to have 70% of Americans get a flu shot by the end of the decade. However, less than 50% of the U.S. has gotten an annual flu shot over the last 10 years. Officials say vaccine fatigue is a factor and that some people have let their guard down since the end of the pandemic. COVID-19 boosters are also falling. Less than 1 out of every 7 eligible people for a booster shot have rolled up their sleeves. And too much screen time could be affecting children's emotional development. According to a study published Monday in JAMA Pediatrics, boys and girls who are frequently soothed with digital devices could have emotional issues in the future. Researchers say distracting kids with iPads and the like could prevent them from properly dealing with their feelings. And it can also make some kids feel that having an outburst can get them what they want. The findings are based on responses from more than 400 parents and caregivers. Those involved with the research say children should still use these devices, but on a restricted basis.
Coming up next, we have all the area sports updates, including a new area signing to play football in college. Plus, the highlights from more girls basketball from all over the Northwoods. Stay with us.
Welcome to Christian Faith Book and Gift Shop. Find gifts for First Communion, weddings, and baptism, beautiful wall art, wind chimes, and a large selection of memorials to honor your loved ones. Visit our little store, where we are big on living out the Christian faith.
Eagle River Roasters, your Northwoods coffee roaster and community coffee house, has the freshest specialty coffee and tea in the Northwoods. Our coffee comes from choice Arabica beans, hand-blended and roasted on-premise for the finest specialty drinks. Fresh bakery, breakfast, and lunch served daily, our comfortable coffee house is the perfect place for meeting friends or groups. The drive-thru is also open daily. Treat yourself with a great cup of coffee or take some beans to brew at home, fresh from Eagle River Roasters, your Northwoods coffee roaster and community coffee house.
It's the most wonderful time of the year at Cellcom. Save $500 on Google Pixel 7 or Google Pixel 7 Pro with 128 gigabytes of storage. Or save $200 on all other smartphones. Plus, activate a new smartphone line and get a free Google Pixel watch. Finish up your holiday gift giving and save $150 on all cameras, tablets, and smartwatches. No trade-in required. Visit Cellcom.com/holiday deals for details.
This Christmas, rock their world with a gift from Wickersham Jewelry. They have the hottest styles in diamonds and gold. You can even surprise her with rare polar pink sapphires. Check out silver and diamond jewelry that is essential to every woman's wardrobe. Take advantage of interest-free financing programs. And don't forget the men in your life with stocking stuffers starting at only $59. And of course, more diamonds and gold for her stocking. Visit Wickersham Jewelry, Rothschild, Marshfield, and Rhinelander.
There's something new coming out of radios throughout north central Wisconsin. Wave 100.5 plays the biggest mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. All of your favorites with no hard rock, no rap, and no moldy cheese. At work, at home, and in the car, let the music take you to Wave 100.5.
Remember the reason for the season at Christian Faith Book and Gift Shop. We carry Fontanini nativity sets and beautiful Christmas home decor, wind chimes, children's books, and unique gifts for the man who has everything. Visit our little store, where we are big on living out the Christian faith.
Welcome back. Let's take a turn over to sports. The Lakeland Union T-Birds were back in action last night.
And a big announcement from a Leona Wabeno football star. Newswatch 12's Saul Meyer has more.
Leona Wabeno 8-man football star Hunter Cronauer announced his commitment to play collegiate football at Ripon College yesterday. Cronauer was a standout defensive player for the Rebels, where he recorded 184 total tackles this past season to go along with 7 forced fumbles, 7 fumble recoveries, 38 tackles for a loss, and 17.5 sacks. He was a crucial part in Leona Wabeno's playoff run that saw them make it all the way to the state semifinals. Juliana Ouimet and the Lakeland Union T-Birds were back in action last night for the first time since Ouimet became the school's all-time leading scorer, but this was no ordinary game. They headed down to take on DC Everest, the school where head coach Melissa Ouimet holds the record for most career points and rebounds. The Ouimets have now come full circle. Let's see if they were able to get the win last night. A win here would have made it 6 in a row for Lakeland Union or 2 in a row for DC Everest. Here in the first half, the Ouimets were cooking. Juliana takes the inbound here and an easy layup for career point number 1,920. How about another Ouimet off the inbound? This time it's Christina for 3. She finished with 26 tonight. But DC Everest was able to stay in it, capitalizing off of a turnover here, and Braylon Byler gets the fast break layup for 2. And where have we seen this play before? T-Birds on the inbounds in a Ouimet. This time Juliana again gets the finish. She finished with 31, and Lakeland Union finishes with the win, 73-33 to make it 6 wins in a row. Now up to Rhinelander. Lady Hodags hosting Shawano. Here in the first half, the lone senior on the team, Ava Lamers, had a huge game. She takes this defender off the dribble and a nice finish. A few minutes later, she finds a cutting Tori Riopel for 2. Then, after this dime right here, it's Lamers again, driving into the lane, kicking the ball out to Lily Trader, and she nails this corner 3. A lot of good ball movement by the Hodags last night and making it happen on the defensive side as well. Kelsey Winter blocks this ball all the way back to Shawano. Wowzers. But in the end, the Hawks would have the last laugh. Ella Stuber finishes the and 1 here, and they'd end up with the win over the Hodags 62-54. Let's stay at Rhinelander High School, where it's the boys' turn to try and take out Shawano. Let's start here in the second half, where Rhinelander needed a big comeback. And how do big comebacks start? With some 3 balls. A big one from Will Gretzinger for the Hodags. Now, I may need to double check with Jeff because he missed a forecast last night. It was raining 3s here in Rhinelander. This time it's Kyle Brown. Rhinelander with the ball again, and it gets tipped going everywhere. Max Ratty comes up with it and gets the floater for 2. But Shawano's athleticism proved to be too much as Michael Metcalf Grasson puts the exclamation point on this thing as Shawano wins it 61-36. Back to y'all, morning crew.
It was pretty brilliant with Saul. Jeff missed a forecast.
Yes.
That had me laughing.
Wasn't raining 3s outside, I don't think. Maybe in that arena.
Maybe, but yeah, we're starting to get some freezing rain around here, and I know it's going to be cold, it's going to be messy. We have Devin on the weather deck to tell us all about it. Devin?
Yeah, it's a little breezy out here. We're fortunately in a little bit of a lull, at least where I'm standing with the wind right now. We had a good gust this little while ago and knocked our deer over. I fixed them at the moment, so this is our buck 0 here. But otherwise, let's get things rolling here. Yes, the big question is travel. The biggest idea is if you don't have to, don't. That's going to be kind of the safest bet for today, as we'll be watching for that chance for a little bit of frozen precipitation to move in. But over in Wausau, even though the radar is pretty active, I'm not seeing too much on a sky cam, at least at this point just yet. But moving forward, though, the road conditions are starting to get a little goofy in some spots. The blue shade indicating just a few slippery stretches. But over in the pink area, that means snow or ice-covered roads being reported in a few areas as well. Although over in Wausau, traffic, as you saw on the camera, moving at the moment. But your radar is showing all of this precipitation tracking from the south to the north. It looks like Wausau is getting a lot right now, but not too much to be seen yet. But that's going to be changing very soon with the system that'll be moving in. Here's the travel forecast moving forward. Plenty to talk about today with this wintry mix that'll be moving in. Temperatures in the 30s across the western parts of the state. For us, though, we'll be having temperatures that'll be in the 30s with, again, a wintry mix that will be expected. While further down toward the south, to 30s and maybe close to 40s in a few spots, with switching over to rain in those areas. A little more coming up after the break.
Our biggest sale of the year is held over, so there's still time to get Black Friday deals during our huge Thanksgiving sale, held over at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible prices, plus get 30% off on top of that store-wide. Get your final chance for Black Friday deals and 30% off? Yep, held over. And don't forget, mattress shopping is easy, fast, and comfortable at Slumberland. Come see our difference and get a great sale on a mattress today.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua is a full-service traditional jewelry store, offering a wide range of jewelry and gift items to fit any budget. Find jewelry from classic diamonds to beautiful colored gems and pearls. Engagement rings and wedding bands for every style. Gift selections include jewelry travel cases, glassware, picture frames, and an extensive line of baby gifts. In-store jewelry repairs and engraving to personalize your gifts. Come visit us at Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua.
The Rhinelander Pub is now open Monday to Saturday. Come enjoy our newly expanded lunch and dinner menu featuring longtime pub favorites and new entree additions. You will love our all-you-can-eat soup and salad bar and Friday seafood buffet.
Okay, everyone, our mission is complete balanced nutrition. Together, we support immune function, supply fuel for immune cells, and sustain tissue health.
Ensure with 25 vitamins and minerals, and Ensure Complete with 30 grams of protein.
Sure is nice to have my 3 older kids home to visit. Oh yeah, I love coming home. I missed having soft water.
That's why I bring my laundry home on the weekend.
It's so much better for my hair too, but you wouldn't know anything about that, Corey.
Well, that's why my hair looks so nice and moisturized.
Well, what do you know about moisturized hair?
Well, having 2 older sisters and a brother who only showers a couple times a week helps.
Well, actually, 72 years of treating water in Wisconsin is our family's story. You kids are pretty well versed in water.
So let us make your family's water better today.
Newswatch 12 today with Jackie Smith, Michael Lodeholtz, and Devin Biggs.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us today. I'm Michael Lodeholtz.
And I'm Jackie Smith.
More than 100 animals in Milwaukee are looking for a permanent home after they were removed from a home with unsafe living conditions.
The animals range from dogs to birds to even an alligator.
Oof. Right now, the city's district attorney is reviewing potential charges. Mary Jo Ola from our Milwaukee affiliate has more.
We're here at the Milwaukee Area Domestic Animal Control Building. They were called in over the weekend to take in 112 animals from a single home. Right now, workers are focused on getting many of those animals to the right organization where they can thrive.
There was just animals everywhere, and it was very unusual in the aspect that it was so many different kinds of animals.
Karen Spirapani is the executive director at MADIC and Milwaukee's humane officer. She gave us a closer look at the parrots, goats, alligators, dogs, and more that were seized.
They were friendly, socialized, they're all placeable, and that's not typical with the traditional type of hoarding case.
Milwaukee police called their team during an animal cruelty investigation at a home near 9th and Locust. Spirapani says the living conditions were poor and they found some dead animals at the home. However, it still appeared the owner cared for the animal.
You understand your home is not a great place for large quantities of animals. It just isn't.
The home is boarded up now. On the door, we saw a notice from the city of Milwaukee that found the home is unfit to live in, citing unsanitary conditions. Milwaukee police took a 46-year-old man into custody. The district attorney is reviewing potential charges.
That is certainly an animal house if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's crazy. There was, I think they said goats, alligators. So glad they're kind of safe now, and they're gonna find better homes.
Yes. Are you looking to adopt any alligators or goats?
You know, I kind of consider Flora my all-in-one. She acts like every single animal. She's even a little piggy when she eats.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Well, that's some wild house, a lot of wild animals. Flora's adorable though, but what isn't adorable is our weather forecast.
Yeah, our wild weather.
Our wild weather, more like, yes.
At first I thought you were going to call me ugly.
Oh, never, Devin. You're a dream to look at.
You're gorgeous, baby.
Oh. Absolutely appreciate it. I don't know if this is really gorgeous at all.
It's colorful.
It's very colorful, and maybe for the snowmobilers, they're going to be loving this as well. Let's break this down right now. And yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a wind shear mix of practically everything going on. Some snow, some freezing rain, and a wind shear mix and some regular rain in some areas as well. It's developing this morning. Over in Wausau, I'm not seeing too much on the sky cam. Kind of hard to tell. Looks like it's doing something over there. Maybe snowing at this point. Kind of hard to tell from this camera resolution, but it's definitely doing something out there, at least at this point. But moving forward, though, we do have this winter storm warning in effect for the counties highlighted here in its pink color until 9 a.m. for your Thursday, with a lot of snow, 8 to 12 inches possible. And, of course, the winter weather advisory located further off towards the north and west and in parts of our viewing area as well. This is because of the ice concerns that we're watching out for. This is up until around the noon time frame, which is an extension, though, from what we had up earlier. But zooming things out, here's the loop right here. All this is moving in. This is just round one, and it's going to kind of stay right over us with a few breaks from time to time, too, with regards to the precipitation. But again, your hourly forecast moving forward, we're going to be seeing all this going on today. A wintry mix of everything. Temperatures will be rather stable moving forward. We'll see temperatures making it in the 30s during the afternoon period with that wintry mix continuing.
Authorities are continuing to investigate after a Wisconsin bald eagle was shot and later died during surgery in Milwaukee.
The eagle was found on private property in Milwaukee County last Wednesday. The Wisconsin Humane Society was treating the eagle and says it survived its initial surgery last Thursday, but then went into cardiac arrest on Monday night. The eagle went back into surgery but didn't make it. Eagles and their nests are federally protected under the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act. The Wisconsin DNR is asking for any information to catch the person who shot this eagle.
The Wisconsin DNR announced it's extending the public review period for the draft wolf management plan. The review period now runs through February. The goal of the draft plan is to ensure a healthy wolf population, reduce wolf conflicts, and allow for hunting. The plan includes many changes, such as ditching the single numeric population goal and issuing zone-specific wolf harvest permits. The draft plan can be found on our website, wjfw.com.
Coming up, we have some news you can use, including updates on how members of Congress are returning money to now jailed FTX founder Sam Bacon-Fried.
Plus, see why the Sunshine State is running slim on their iconic orange crop and what that means for consumers. Those stories and more consumer news after this.
Protecting the people and businesses in our community is our highest priority. Our combined 126 years of history connects you to some of the best carriers in the business, like Auto Owners Insurance. Together, Klinner and Meyer Insurance bring even more expertise and more ways to protect you, all with the same unwavering support and a single commitment, protecting what matters most in your world. Together, we are Klinner Insurance. Your world protected.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
It's Macy's Gifts You'll Love to Gift sale now, with an extra 20% off gifts for all at every price. Plus, everyone gets $10 Macy's money for every $50 spent at Macy's.
Ghirardelli Peppermint Bark Squares makes the holidays a bite better.
Welcome back. Plenty of things to break down here. So let's get started with all the alerts that are in effect. Where you see pink, this is a winter storm warning that's in effect lasting until around 9 a.m. on Thursday morning. And for those wondering, today is Wednesday. So this actually kicks in later on today as we'll start switching over to snow during the afternoon and evening time frame, with the heaviest of the snow falling later on tonight. Behind those alerts, though, we also have this winter weather advisory, and that is up because of the precipitation around that's moving in right now. Because if you notice, this is up until around the noon time frame today. So this is up for the chance for a little bit of snow and a little bit of some icy roads as well. We're already seeing a little bit of that in a few areas. But the radar is already starting to light up like a Christmas tree with all the colors showing up. You have normal rain further down in Adams County. You move into parts of Portage, Wood, and Marathon counties, and we start seeing that windshield mix, so some snow, some ice, and a little bit of a windshield mix of everything in general. And further off towards the north, not too much going on just yet other than some gusty winds, but everyone seeing some gusty winds this morning as well. Let's zoom things in just a little bit and throw the radar into motion. It's really starting to build in with all this moisture right here, moving from the south to the north. So we're seeing the rain over in Adams County, and the returns keep going over in parts of Portage and Wood, Marathon counties. And we're going to keep this going as the morning progresses on. Let's zoom things out and give you the bigger picture. What is going on here? We've had some lightning with the system as well in western Wisconsin, so there's definitely some intensity with this as all this right here continues to track off towards the north and east. This is just round one of precipitation that is developing. Another round will move in later on tonight, and that will bring the intense snowfall that we're expecting to see. But the road conditions starting to get a little slippery in some areas where you see blue, that's slippery stretches. So kind of hit and miss areas that are seeing some slippery areas. But over in the pink, we're starting to see some reports of snow or ice covered roads. And where you see green, everything's looking pretty good. So this is one of those situations to take it slow and allow some extra time as you make your commute this morning to work or school if it's still open. But futurecasts moving forward, though, that windshield mix will continue today, and there will be some breaks in precipitation from time to time. As we head towards later this evening, the snow gets going again with this next round of precipitation that will move in. There's a lot of moisture with the system and a lot of heavy snow that will be possible later on tonight as well. So while you're sleeping, the heavy snowfall will be expected along with some gusty winds. But starting to back off as we head towards Thursday morning at around 9 a.m., but still a few scattered snow showers cannot be ruled out as the center of low pressure kind of sits and spins over us for at least a few more days. So as for snow accumulations, here we go. 8 to 12 inches being noted in the pink. We've expanded this out just a little bit. No drastic changes expected. So in the pink, 8 to 12 inches, locally higher amounts are possible. In the blue shade, though, this is 4 to 8 inches that are possible. We push that a little bit farther to the south as well. And in the white area, though, 1 to 4 inches cannot be ruled out either. So a lot of snowfall expected. It'll be the heavy, wet, back-breaking snow. So please be careful when you're shoveling the snow. Definitely use your snowblower if you can. So here's a breakdown. The precipitation starts today. That windshield mix of rain, sleet, snow, and freezing rain. The roads will be messy at times. The snow kicks in tonight. That windshield mix transitions to snow. Heavy snow possible, and of course we're seeing it already. Gusty winds will continue to be possible, and lots of moisture here, which is why we're expecting that 8 to 12 inches of snow with locally higher amounts in a few areas. Break down the temperatures real quick. We're in the 30s here in the viewing area, mainly near freezing. These temperatures will not be moving much as we do move forward. So a forecast for today, here we go. Lower 30s, that windshield mix will be likely. Some slippery roads as well. A southeast wind getting up to around 40 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, upper 20s, that windshield mix will switch over to snow. It'll be heavy at times with that 8 to 12 inches possible. The east wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. And that Northwoods furniture and mattress 7-day forecast. As we head towards Thursday, the snow does continue with highs in the lower 30s. Maybe some more accumulations possible. And we'll add a little bit more snow by Friday. Also near Saturday, temperatures also in the 30s and 20s. We dry out as we head towards Sunday, Monday to Tuesday, with temperatures cooling off into the teens and single digits for highs.
Some members of Congress who accepted donations from indicted FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried are now returning the money.
Members such as incoming House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries will turn over the money they received to charities. The Jeffries received $5,800 from Bankman-Fried last year. He was one of dozens of lawmakers who received donations from the FTX founder. Bankman-Fried reportedly donated $40 million to candidates competing in the midterm election. Federal prosecutors announced Tuesday it has charged Bankman-Fried with a number of crimes, including wire fraud, conspiracy, and campaign finance violations. Authorities arrested him in the Bahamas Monday, and he is currently jailed there now.
The Ford F-150 Lightning was named Motor Trend's 2023 Truck of the Year on Tuesday. It's the second electronic pickup in a row to win the award. The F-150 Lightning was a unanimous winner among the Motor Trend's 7 judges who lauded the truck as, quote, the best riding, best handling, and best driving F-150 yet. The Motor Trend Truck of the Year award is open only to models that are all new or sustainably redesigned for the given model year. The Rivian R1T won the award last year.
And the Sunshine State has a cloudy forecast for its signature citrus. Florida's orange crop is expected to fall to its lowest level since before World War II. According to the Department of Agriculture, Florida farmers should produce around 20 million boxes of oranges. That would be a 51% drop from 2021, and the smallest crop since the 1936-37 season. Officials say extreme weather, including hurricanes and a citrus disease, are to blame for the low supply. This, of course, will cause orange juice prices at the grocery store to rise accordingly. And some analysts say this upward trend is going to cost, and it's going to likely continue into 2023.
Well, I just like to paint, and I paint in watercolor and acrylics. And I like to, I just love to have my work shown on the banners downtown.
Coming up at 6, see how northern Wisconsin artists are coming out of the woodwork to support a downtown initiative.
We'll tell you how Eagle River is excited to unveil their hard work at making their city a little more beautiful.
Let's go Christmas shopping at Mel's. Find trusted outdoor brands for this season's activities. Get outside and spend time doing the sports you love. Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or ice fishing. Or enjoy casual sport clothing for all occasions. Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark.
With an Invisalign smile, everything clicks. And that class reunion becomes...
Is that Anna?
Invis is the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner and more predictable results. Invisalign.
Complete your holiday wish list with a free limited edition bracelet when you shop Pandora Jewelry.
The sweetest place in town, the country store of Eagle River, is known for its quality candy. Made the old-fashioned way, slow-cooked in large copper kettles, then the candy is cooled on marble tables. Embrace the sweet aroma of your favorite candies: chocolates, fudge, brittle, turtles, snappers, almond bark, taffy, and hard candies. Order your holiday gift baskets filled with all sorts of goodies for friends, family, and colleagues. Treat yourself at the country store of Eagle River.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Celebrate the season with Jeopardy! Little-known holiday facts. 5 miles of lights illuminate the Christmas tree at this center of New York City. What is Rockefeller Center? Did you get it? Let's try another one. Combine a breakfast item with an English ale to create the name of this holiday beverage. What is eggnog? Happy holidays from all of us at Jeopardy!
Jeopardy! Weekdays at 4:30 on NBC 12.
Let's go Christmas shopping at Mel's. Find trusted outdoor brands for this season's activities. Get outside and spend time doing the sports you love. Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or ice fishing. Or enjoy casual sport clothing for all occasions. Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark.
And welcome back. Christmas came early for a California woman who lost her cat 6 years ago.
On Saturday, Jessica Kinsey was reunited with her long-lost pet, Lily. And Lily's story is nothing short of a miracle.
Ashley Sharp reports.
Looking at Lily now, at 13 years old, you'd have no idea she was missing from her family for nearly half her life.
Everyone's in total disbelief that she made it home.
Jessica Kinsey got Lily as a kitten, and one day, the indoor-outdoor cat didn't come home.
Yeah, I mean, she would come and go for like a couple days, but always come back and then just she didn't.
Months missing turned to years. Jessica moved across town, but kept checking local shelters and social media posts of lost animals ever since.
I always hoped. I was like, if she is still alive, I was like, I hope at least she's like with someone who's treating her right.
Friday, a stray cat was taken in at the Sacramento SPCA. It turns out it was Lily, and thanks to the cat's microchip registered to Jessica, she got a call with the news she's waited years for.
It was just complete shock. I was like, they're like, oh, have you been missing? I was like, yeah, for almost 6 years.
A tear-filled moment as Jessica is reunited with Lily Saturday.
I'm like petting her, talking to her, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's really Lily. Like, she still looks exactly the same.
The SPCA says happy endings like this are rare, with just 2% of the cats that come in being reunited with their owners.
It doesn't happen often enough, so we're really encouraging everyone to microchip. That's how we make those reunifications happen, and we love it when it does.
Jessica kept her contact information on Lily's microchip updated every time it changed, and that's what brought her home.
If it wasn't for the chip, no, I never would have found her because I'd done everything you could do.
And miracles happen, especially this time of year.
That is a fantastic story. And speaking of microchipping your cats, Jackie, did you microchip Flora?
I did not, but I probably should. But she's very good. She doesn't sneak out. She waits at the door for me, but then she runs away. Because she knows she is an indoor cat. She got out once, and she sat in the windowsill. Her chance at freedom, wasted.
Wasted. Well, that's a shame. You know who did manage to sneak out?
Devin Biggs.
Devin Biggs.
It's like a little sneaky cat.
Right? Hopefully I won't get blown away by this wind either, or any cats that are running around out here, because it's definitely a little breezy out here this morning. And we're going to be watching for some slippery roads that will definitely make things a little interesting for those that still have to drive today. Over in Wausau, keep an eye on this camera, though. I'm not seeing anything too crazy at this point. I'm sure we're seeing a little bit of precipitation because the ground looks a little bit on the whiter side, but definitely kind of hard to tell from this camera angle. But the road conditions, according to 511 Wisconsin, is showing a little bit of slippery conditions, or those located in the blue, but over in the pink shade, that's snow and ice-covered roads. So definitely be careful if you do have to travel today, but otherwise, if you can, definitely stay home. I know some schools have already closed this morning as a result of the impending weather. But the radar is definitely showing what's moving in. We have this active weather of a wintry mix, a little bit of snow, a little bit of ice, and a little bit of everything else that's going to be moving in. And we'll keep that going today before we switch to all snow later on tonight. Here's the travel forecast moving forward. So temperatures in the 30s across the western parts of the state with this active weather moving in. We'll keep the wintry mix going for us as well, with temperatures making it into the lower 30s here in the Northwoods, even 37 degrees over in Green Bay. Or farther down toward the south, some 30s and 40s, with all this falling as rain. A little more coming up after the break.
Dancing is everything. Soccer is the best.
But her moderate to severe eczema could make it hard for her.
My skin was so itchy and my outfit was uncomfortable. Now, my skin's not as itchy.
Now, we're staying ahead of her eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so they can have clearer skin and less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a wonderful thing.
Ask your child's eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal their skin from within.
Where can you save time shopping and spend quality time at the same time? Lowe's, actually. The final days of Winterfest are here. Save now before they're gone.
Aiello's, the home of the Godfather Grinder, offering sandwiches, pasta salads, soups, delicious scratch-made hand-tossed pizzas, and more. All made to order with the freshest ingredients. Party platters for any occasion, large or small. Call ahead to order yours. See you soon at Aiello's.
This Christmas, rock their world with a gift from Wickersham Jewelry. They have the hottest styles in diamonds and gold. You can even surprise her with rare polar pink sapphires. Check out silver and diamond jewelry that is essential to every woman's wardrobe. Take advantage of interest-free financing programs. And don't forget the men in your life with stocking stuffers starting at only $59. And of course, more diamonds and gold for her stocking. Visit Wickersham Jewelry, Rothschild, Marshfield, and Rhinelander.
Newswatch 12 today with Jackie Smith, Michael Lodeholtz, and Devin Biggs.
At least 5 people were injured in Texas after tornadoes hit the Dallas area Tuesday. Southern states braced for heavy rains and northern states face blizzard conditions. The National Weather Service in Fort Worth said there may have been 12 tornadoes, which will be confirmed by storm surveys. An already confirmed tornado was said to have been an EF2 with winds up to 125 miles per hour in Wise County, Texas. So that's that big system that's causing all sorts of issues across a good part of the country. From the southern U.S., it's seeing severe thunderstorms even this morning to even here where we're seeing windy conditions and a wintry mix of everything.
They were all just being hit at once.
Yeah. Right. So with all of that action going on, is it still tornado season? I know it's kind of like Tornado Alley, kind of the bottom end of that down there.
I mean, usually we don't know. Usually, we usually see the best tornado outbreaks during the seasons have changed. So usually, as we head towards spring and fall, usually we have the chances for the best outbreaks. So these systems can get strong enough where we can definitely see some of these develop from time to time. Any time of year, you can get a tornado going when the conditions are right. But
12 of them.
I know, right? 12 of them. And still more severe weather possible down south today. Well, for us, we have a winter storm on the way with winter storm warnings. I'm sure many people's weather radios went off this morning. If they remember to change their frequency, Rhinelander Tower is still unfortunately down at this point. So for those that their weather radios isn't working, check your station. It might be static right now. Hopefully, they're working on getting a part for that, so hopefully they'll be able to get that fixed quickly. But I think you can pick up the Channel 3 Crandon in the meantime. You may have to get some antenna, an external antenna, but that's just my personal experience with this, so that weather radio at home. But let's get your 3-day forecast real quick. We're going to be dealing with that wind stream mix today, and then the snow kicks in really tonight into Thursday. We'll keep that going Friday. One more coming up after the break.
Eagle River Pet Company, keeping tails wagging with a full grooming spa. Treat your pet to toys, chews, treats, supplements, and many more unique items they deserve. Stock up on Wisconsin-made dog and cat food, as well as raw food options. You'll also find stuff for humans, too. Decor to complement your pets at home, apparel, and greeting cards. Eagle River Pet Company, located on Wall Street in downtown Eagle River.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua is a full-service traditional jewelry store, offering a wide range of jewelry and gift items to fit any budget. Find jewelry from classic diamonds to beautiful colored gems and pearls, engagement rings and wedding bands for every style. Gift selections include jewelry travel cases, glassware, picture frames, and an extensive line of baby gifts. In-store jewelry repairs and engraving to personalize your gifts. Come visit us at Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua.
What does expert HVAC installation look like to you? Having a perfect reading nook on a humid day? A place to enjoy the view on a cold winter day? With a carrier system installed by Dahlquist, your home will be comfortable from room to room. Plus, you'll be getting expert installation of a system brought to you by the people who invented modern air conditioning. Contact Dahlquist today for your carrier. Turn to the experts.
Like visions of sugar plums, find fishing poles, tip-ups, lures, and all of the gear the anglers on your list have ever dreamed of. Oh, what fun are the unique gifts and decor items you can find in town. And without a doubt, everything imaginable for dashing through the snow can be found here. Happy holidays from all of us in St. Germain. Thank you for shopping local. Protecting the people and businesses in our community is our highest priority. Our combined 126 years of history connects you to some of the best carriers in the business, like Auto Owners Insurance. Together, Klinner and Meyer Insurance bring even more expertise and more ways to protect you, all with the same unwavering support and a single commitment, protecting what matters most in your world. Together, we are Klinner Insurance. Your world protected.
At Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, we have a knowledgeable staff, competitive pricing, and free estimates. Browse our selection of carpet, vinyl, wood, and tile for your next home project.
Right now on Newswatch 12 today, the Eagle River community is continuing to expand. Hear from local artists on what it means to them to be able to share their art through the revitalization process. Plus,
active weather is moving in from the south, going toward the north with a wintry mix of everything. How much snow could we see in total? Your full forecast is coming up.
And get ready to mark your calendars for some upcoming snowmobile safety classes. It's Wednesday, December 14th.
Newswatch 12 today with Jackie Smith, Michael Lodeholtz, and Devin Biggs.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us today. I'm Michael Lodeholtz.
And I'm Jackie Smith. The Eagle River Revitalization Program is a nonprofit organization that has a mission to make the city brighter. And one of their annual efforts is expanding to make that happen.
Artscape has been running since 2007, and it enlists the help of local artists to help make the city a beautiful place. It allows them to share their talents with the Eagle River community and tourists.
Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul Kawi has more.
We know there's a lot of hidden talent up north.
The Eagle River Revitalization Program is looking to beautify the city.
The program has been in existence since 2007, and we've had artists that have been with us in the beginning, and we have some that just start, even just last year.
This year, they are continuing the Artscape banner program in hope to draw even more local artists.
We also seek the sponsors for those. This year, I'm expanding the Artscape program by about another 20, and so we're hoping to showcase 75 artists and highlight 75 sponsors.
With all sorts of different artwork to showcase.
Photograph as a submission to even poetry in the artist world. So I just love raccoons.
Local artists like Jane O'Brien believes that this is a wonderful opportunity.
Well, I just like to paint, and I paint in watercolor and acrylics, and I like to, you know, I just love to have my work shown on the banners downtown.
And with all the hard work it takes to create that special masterpiece, having it displayed where everyone can see it is a feeling that is unforgettable.
It displays something that is important to me in the North Woods, and just having it up gives you a feeling of accomplishment.
Reporting in Eagle River, Mohammed Abdul Kawi, Newswatch 12.
Artwork and a completed application must be delivered to the Eagle River Revitalization Program on or before February 1st, 2023.
For more information about the program and submission requirements, you can visit our website.
So taking a turn over to weather, it wasn't bad this morning on the roads. I was very happy driving into work with some clear streets, but I think we might be changing soon.
Yeah, on our way home and on everyone's way to work or school, if you still have school, it might be a little messy.
Yes, let's check in with our very own Devin Biggs to get the update on how drivers this morning are going to be looking.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of a mess out there, especially farther down toward the south. Like up here in the North Woods, all we're dealing with right now is the wind. And now I know that alone is annoying to deal with, right? But otherwise, let's get things rolling here. I mean, I'm watching our Wausau camera because there is a lot of activity overhead, but not too much of it being noticed on his camera at this point. But it's definitely there, so I have to keep an eye on it as it does develop. Here we go with this winter storm warning now in effect. This was just upgraded earlier this morning, and this is up until about 9 a.m. for you. Thursday, it kicks in later today. But behind that, beforehand, we also have this winter weather advisory up for the counties highlighted here in the pink shade, or excuse me, the purple shade, and now lasts until about the noon time frame today. This is for a little bit of snow, but definitely some icy precipitation that can make roads slippery from time to time. But otherwise, here it is right here. It's all tracking from the south, going toward the north with a little bit of that wintry mix and rain further down toward the south and some snow further off towards the north that's currently moving in. Those temperatures right now are in the lower 30s here in the North Woods and pretty much everywhere seeing lower 30s. These temperatures won't really move much with all the active weather that is continuing to move in. So your forecast for today, not terrible out there otherwise, but we are going to be watching for this wintry mix, which will make roads goofy from time to time. But temperatures, okay, that's the part that's not bad. We'll be seeing temperatures near freezing.
The Oneida County Sheriff's Office and School District of Rhinelander are co-sponsoring snowmobile safety classes in January. The classes will be held at the Sheriff's Office in Rhinelander. There will be 2 options to take the course. The first option is January 3rd and 4th from 4 to 7 p.m. on each day. And the second option is January 9th and 10th at those same times. Students must be at least 12 years old to enroll, and the cost is $10 per student. Pre-registration is required. You can visit our website at wjfw.com for more information.
Yes, and taking a turn over to what's up ahead, we are going to be talking about Dawn Robinson from the Oneida County Emergency Management staff.
We're going to be talking a bit more about how you can stay safe while driving this winter and some key items to keep in your car. Stay with us. We're back in 2 minutes.
This December, play at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge during the 23 days of Christmas. Redeem 25 same-day points at one of our kiosks and pick a gift from the Mole Lake Christmas tree. Only at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge.
Look! It's easy to say things. Anyone can do that.
Look closer.
Meaning what you say, that's a little harder. And a little harder to find. But at US Cellular, when we say you get unlimited data for $29.99 per line, we don't mean only if you get 4 lines. We mean $29.99 per line, even 1. Plus, every plan is price protected for every customer.
Come out to Northern Pines and leave the cooking to us. Have a cold drink and relax as you enjoy the beautiful view of the lake and great food. Try our Friday night fish fry and seafood buffet. Come out to Northern Pines on Butternut Lake.
Ghirardelli Caramel Squares makes life a bite better.
Tobacco can end lives long before it kills you. Quit today so you have a tomorrow.
Call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Celebrate and play at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge. Win cash during New Year's Eve drawings December 30th and 31st. Redeem 25 same-day points per entry. Entertainment each evening starting at 8 p.m. Only at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge.
Welcome back. Plenty to break down this morning, so let's take a look at all of this here. We have a winter storm warning that's in effect until 9 a.m. Thursday. Today is Wednesday. This alert will kick in later on today during the afternoon period. But behind that, though, we have something in effect beforehand, and this is a winter weather advisory for the counties highlighted here in the purple shade. So we pulled off the other alerts, and this is up until about the noon time frame today. This is for a little bit of snow that is expected to fall, and of course some icy conditions that we're concerned about as well across some of our central and southern counties, for the counties highlighted there in a purple shade. But what we're seeing is starting to move in now from the south going toward the north is pink shade indicating possibly a wind sheet mix, a purple shade, possibly some freezing rain. In other areas, though, possibly seeing a snow or some other types of mixture of precipitation as well. And we're going to be watching this tracking from the south to the north as the day progresses on. So here's the loop of the radar right now. It continues to move in, and it's not really going to be backing off anytime soon. There's plenty of moisture moving in from the south going toward the north, and we're going to keep that going today with maybe a few breaks from time to time, too, before round 2 kicks in later on tonight, and that's the one that's going to be bringing us all the snow. There was a little bit of lightning with some of the activity across the western parts of the state this morning. That has since backed off as we're watching this area low pressure track to the north and east. It's causing severe thunderstorms to develop in the southern parts of the U.S. this morning. Other areas seeing some rain, and of course for us, the winter storm that we're watching, it's going to be moving in later on tonight. But otherwise, though, here we go. So some areas reporting some slip slippery roads, snow ice-covered roads across some parts of the Northwoods. Other roads are decent right now. The blue shade, though, that's where all this active weather is moving in. And so far, that's being shown as slippery stretches, so be careful if you are traveling still today, with the green shade showing up as some good roads, at least at this point. But Futurecast moving forward, though, again, here's that decent chance for a wintry mix and some frozen precipitation and a few breaks in that frozen precipitation from time to time, too. Later this evening, that next round begins to move in with that next push of moisture. And we'll switch all this over to snow as we enter the evening time frame with some heavy snow possible in a few spots that will make travel very difficult. But backs off as we head towards 9 a.m. Thursday morning. But still, with the area of low pressure nearby, some gusty winds can't be ruled out as well as some repeat snow showers that will continue to stick around. How much snow we've expanded this just a little bit. We haven't upped anything, just expanded the coverage of it with around 8 to 12 inches with locally higher amounts across a good part of the viewing area here and further down toward the south and east, watching 4 to 8 inches that could possibly fall, and further down toward the south 1 to 4 inches. But either way, though, you get the general idea. A lot of snow is on the way. So here's the big breakdown here. The precipitation is starting now. That once you mix the rain, sleet, snow, and freezing rain with roads that will be messy, and the snow kicks in. The heavy snow kicks in tonight with the once you mix that transition to snow with heavy snow possible and gusty winds. We're already seeing gusty winds this morning and lots of moisture. The abundant moisture will bring about 8 to 12 inches of snow with locally higher amounts in a few areas. So the temperatures are definitely supporting this right now. We're near freezing at this point, if not slightly below freezing. So, of course, not much melting is going to be taking place. With a high water content snow, that snow will be a sticky wet snow, the heavy wet snow that can break your back and cause other issues. So definitely be careful as you do travel and other types of activities that you're doing outside. The lower 30s today, that wintry mix will be likely with slippery roads and other issues. With that southeast wind getting up to about 40 miles per hour. Tonight we switch over to snow, and it will be heavy at times as well with those gusty winds and lows in the upper 20s. So power outages today and tonight can't be ruled out either. That east wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. And that Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. The snow continues on Thursday with highs making into the lower 30s with more gusty winds. Then we have more snow on the way as we head towards Friday and Saturday. Just some scattered accumulations possible as this will be leftover stuff. Then by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we dry out with a mostly cloudy sky. But look at the temperatures. These types of systems tend to do that. Temperatures will crash once the system clears out.
We have a ton of winter weather trying to sneak its way into the Northwoods, and you can never be too prepared for that. So here to talk with us today about what you should probably have in your car and how to help keep yourself safe this winter is Dawn Robinson. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah, so first off, winter weather, I mean, things can get crazy here. What is something you should do to be prepared ahead of time? What can you do before you get in your car to go out?
Before you get in your car to go out, it would be a great idea to get your vehicle to go into your auto technician and check it out. Make sure everything's working properly. Make sure the battery life is good. Make sure your tire tread is good. Your antifreeze fluids. Make sure that you get it checked out. Make sure everything is working properly, including your windshield wipers and windshield fluid.
And then we're going to talk a bit about emergency kits to have in your car. So we have so many items here today that you should have in your car. We're going to kind of go over them. So first off, I mean, everyone has this in their car regularly, but a phone charger. What's the importance of having this in your car in the winter?
Well, you never know when the battery life on your cell phone may be going low. So it's good to have that adapter, that charger in your cell phone, so that way it is there and ready for you in the event you may need to use it.
Nice. And then we have a flashlight. What's this one for?
Flashlight and extra batteries. You just never know when it is. If, unfortunately, you become stranded or you have someone as a passenger and you need to find something. So having a good battery, extra batteries and a flashlight is great.
Yes. And this next one's a little unique. Cat litter.
Yes.
So what is cat litter going to do? And you should probably have a little bit more than this, but what is cat litter going to do?
It helps for traction. In case if you are on ice and having a hard time, you can put cat litter underneath it or sand, and that'll help you get a little bit more traction with your tires.
Nice. And then these next two are a little self-explanatory, but blanket, gloves, hats.
Yeah.
What are those for?
Well, what I would recommend, first of all, is before you travel, look at the people and the pets or service animals that are traveling with you. So if you do become stranded, make sure you have items in the vehicle to help with their health needs, food, water. Look at if they need medication. So look at what your passengers, including pets or service animals, may need. And of course, before you decide to go out on the road and before you travel, call someone. Let them know your route. Let them know your license plate number, about what time you plan on getting there. And then, of course, follow up with that same person and let them know when you did arrive.
Yeah. And then is there anything else that we kind of didn't include in this kit that you think like people should have in their car? I know ice scrapers are very popular and
yes.
much needed in this time. Shovels. Is there anything else that's not on this table but you think people should know they need to have in their car?
Again, look at the needs of the people that are going to be riding with you. You know, babies may need formula and diapers. If you have young children, you may need a couple games in the vehicle that would help keep them occupied. Sleeping bags. Make sure that you do have what it is that you may need. So just look at the items you have, and of course try to put those items in your back seat and not in a trunk in case if it becomes frozen.
That's a really smart idea. I didn't even think about that. And then let's say someone goes out and they get themselves stuck, they're kind of stranded, they have their kit, but what else should they do if they're in that situation?
When they're in that situation, what they should do is call your local law enforcement. If nothing else, call 911. Let them know that you're stranded. Give them the best location you can describe. So whether that be a highway marker number, be able to describe that, and please stay on the phone. Let them know and follow the instructions that they give you so that way they can help you become safe. Another thing you may want to do is check to make sure that your exhaust system is free from snow. So that way there is no carbon monoxide potential, and make sure you crack your window a little bit when you are running the engine. Try to save that battery life. If you do become stranded, make sure you run it or only run it for about 10 minutes an hour. So in an hour's time, only 10 minutes to save on that battery life.
And then if people want to contact you for more information or they just want to learn more about these kits or how they can stay safe in emergency, where is the best place to go?
A lot of ideas are out there for different resources. You can check the National Weather Service's website. You can go on readywisconsin.gov website, as well as tons of information out there. Just look at what you may need. You know, look at the people that are traveling with you. Older family members, their needs may be a little bit different than the young ones, as well as traveling with service animals or pets. And always, if you do become stranded, the best thing you can do is stay in your vehicle until help arrives, and try to keep your seatbelt on at all times. So that way, even in a minor crash, fender bender, that kind of thing, it keeps you safe.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope everyone has a safe winter. And coming up, we have What's Trending, including the iconic Christmas character one family died their dog to become.
Plus, see why Santa might have a harder time getting around this season. Those stories up next in What's Trending.
In the rich man's world. Monday, Monday, Monday. Always Sunday. In the rich man's world.
My brother got me this ring when he was serving overseas. He didn't make it home, but his best friend makes sure I got it. I guess this ring is double special to me because it introduced me to the man that would become my husband, and it was the last gift that I got from my brother and my hero.
Express your extraordinary love. Jared, love brilliantly.
It's a red carpet affair this New Year's Eve. At Ho-Chunk Gaming in Wittenberg, dress to impress. There will be party favors, complimentary food from the Mint, a free photo booth, and live music from Video Star. Plus, hot seat drawings, barrel drawings for $1,000 cash. Then at midnight, a grand prize drawing for a Ford Explorer and $2,000 cash. Plus, another cash giveaway at 1 a.m. Earn entries throughout December to win big on New Year's Eve.
Cut the cord and turbocharge your next project with Bosch cordless power tools from Menards. Bosch's battery system delivers a power pack solution designed to tackle the toughest jobs. Rip, cut, drill, and dry with Bosch power tools. Faster charging speeds, longer run times, and lasting durability. You can expect the best performance out of your tools with Bosch. Pick up the Bosch 18-volt half-inch drill kit today for just $79.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer. Now, choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select Ford vehicles, lock in your rate, and you're protected. I'm proud of you, kid. And that's how Ford is helping you shine bright. This season, get into a 2022 Explorer SUV with 2.9% financing for 60 months at your local Ford dealer and shine bright.
There are still too many bad burgers out there. So Arby's is running that Wagyu Steakhouse burger back. Arby's, we have the meat.
Looking for that unique holiday gift? A gift basket from Lake Nokomis Cranberries will brighten anyone's holiday. Custom gift baskets are available online at LakeNokomisCranberries.com or visit the gift shop on County D.
Welcome back. It's 6:18 and it's time for What's Trending. So every member in the Spielman family likes Christmas a lot, but as we know, the Grinch doesn't. What started as a creative way to get Ashley Spielman's mini Schnauzer Rizzo into the holiday spirit quickly gained attention across the globe. Spielman posted a video on TikTok after dyeing Rizzo to match the infamous Grinch. Now the video earns nearly 1 million likes. And while many adore the Pup's Grinch get-up, the Pup's Grinch get-up, say that 5 times fast, it also sparked some controversy. Several people accused Spielman and Rizzo's groomer of animal abuse, but both say the dog is quite happy despite the stigma of being a Grinch. Instead, the two women focus on the positive impacts of the video. And Ashley Spielman says she hopes other pet owners follow suit this holiday season and turn their favorite pooches into Grinches everywhere.
No, come on. People are going to get mad over this. Well, people get mad over the littlest stuff anymore. I can understand if it's actually hurting the animal, but it doesn't look like this is hurting the animal at all in any kind of physical way. And plus, there was a groomer involved, which safe items were used.
Exactly. They have like dog safe dye and stuff. I saw a poodle or I forgot what it was. I think it was a poodle that like dyed rainbow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, this
That's very colorful.
This Grinch, nothing but positive vibes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? I haven't done this in a while. This is a. I'm using
no, I don't think it is.
I'm using my clicker as a flag. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on your puns because they're so bad. That's a 15-yard penalty.
That was a great one. And also, I am glad that the dog, like dyeing the hair, didn't affect the dog. They used all safe products. And
yeah, so I'm sure they can wash
it. And it was very cute for the holidays. Imagine the Christmas cards.
Yeah,
Those would be great.
It's a perfect Christmas card opportunity.
Right. But yes, moving on, there is a house in Gretna, Virginia, and it is a must-see this holiday season, much like the dog. Check out how it's decorated with more than 30,000 Christmas lights. Mike Clay said he put up the lights himself. He said he was inspired to go all out for the holidays after watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Of course.
And by his parents, who used to take him to see Christmas lights around the neighborhood when he was a kid. Clay says it now brings him so much joy to hear excited children stopping by to see his lights. Now, in case you're wondering about his power bill, Clay says it goes up about $100 a month while the lights are up. But he says to him, it's all worth it.
Oh, I'm sure. My parents have a display they put up every year. We kind of call it the Griswold display because it's kind of it's a gradual glow of the lights, and I had to help put a lot of the lights up on the roof, and it's not easy to move around sometimes. But yeah, imagine that guy there too with 30,000 lights in.
It looks like a Griswold house right there.
It does look like a Griswold house too, and of course you want to see even more beautiful lights. There's a lot of light shows and a lot of houses that have lights up, and the 2 light shows, Lights of the Northwoods and Rondelay Ranch. I haven't been there just yet this year, but last year I went, and it was amazing. I think the timing is pretty perfect for those to go to Rondelay Ranch because we have a winter storm, so that fresh snowpack, and it's going to be perfect for the lights, and this cold out there too, so it's going to feel like a winter wonderland.
Yes.
And to stay bundled up if you're going to be enjoying some lights this weekend.
Right? Oh, yeah, it's my turn. I'm sorry. It's one of those days. My goodness. I'm sorry. My mind's all over weather, and I'm like, oh, yeah, there's a show to do yet. But
you got brain freeze from the frozen rain.
Yeah, brain freeze. I like how you said that. Somebody's on the naughty list, apparently me, for not thinking, in Central Ohio after Santa's sleigh is stolen. The theft, happened over the weekend when Santa was visiting with children inside a Cabela's. His sleigh is a red 2017 red Kia Sportage with a handicap license plate. And during this busy holiday season, it's hard to get around without a ride. And even for Santa and Mrs. Claus, but the community is stepping up, providing any help they can, which puts them on Santa's nice list. And some good news, Santa's sleigh was found abandoned with some things missing from inside the car, but still in good working order, and hopefully they catch that Grinch that decided to be like, I'm going to steal this car just because I can.
Do you think it was the dog?
Maybe
the dog Grinch?
Yeah, it could have been the dog Grinch, exactly. they have a way of sneaking into places.
Yeah, and that's not very good either. I mean, come on, you're trying to do some good things, bring some joy to people and kids, and someone walks in and steals your sleigh. Come on.
Especially with a handicap license plate. Handicap Santa's sleigh. I mean, that seems like the wrong thing to steal.
That is just so wrong in so many ways.
Absolutely.
You know what else is pretty wrong, or maybe right, depending on how you look at it?
Depending on who you ask.
Yeah, I mean, the snowmobilers are going to be happy about this weather. Look at this. I mean, we have active weather already moving into pink counties or winter storm warnings that are in effect, with some winter weather advisories up in a few areas as well. This moisture moving in with round 1 is developing. Round 2 kicks in later on tonight. A lot of snow on the way, though. Some areas can see up to 8 to 12 inches before we're all finished up, and locally higher amounts cannot be ruled out. Other areas can see up to 4 to 8 inches in the blue, with 1 to 4 inches being noted over in the white shaded areas. In your next 3 days, we'll quick again. The wintry mix switching over to all snow tonight. We'll keep the snow going Thursday and Friday. A little more coming up after the break.
Whether you're just starting out, looking for a change, or returning to the industry, the Barber's Family Hairstyling will help you grow and support you in achieving your career goals. Now hiring at all locations. See a salon near you for details.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Book your reservation today for a sleigh ride this holiday season at Rocking W Stables in Eagle River. Scenic rides through the winter wonderland with a pit stop at a roaring fire. Enjoy hot cocoa while creating great memories with friends and family.
For a new countertop, make your selection at Creative Granite's Indoor Warehouse in Minocqua. From 50 colors of granite and quartz. Work with a crew that will stay with you from measuring and fabrication to final installation. Call or stop by Creative Granite today.
Lance Truck, we got the trucks at Lance Truck.
Nobody has more used trucks all on one lot, all priced to move. So when you're ready to buy your next truck, know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenztruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move.
We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
Are you ready for something new? The Barber's Family Hairstyling will give you a look that will make you feel like a star. Find products you'll love this month at the Barber's Family Hairstyling during our buy one, get one half off sale on all Leader professional products.
Welcome back. Today is set to be the first big snowfall of the season, and there is still plenty of winter ahead.
If you or someone you know is in need of warm clothes, the next Warm for Winter Clothing Pantry event will be held this Saturday at Friendly Village right here in Rhinelander. Warm clothes of all sizes, bedding, footwear, toys, and books are available free of charge. Everyone who is in need is welcome. No income limits are required. The event will be held from 10 a.m. to noon at Friendly Village, across from the Credit Union on Boise Drive in Rhinelander.
That is so nice, making sure everyone is prepared for the winter, because I know we are going to get cold and wet.
Exactly. It's going to be a certainly good shot of winter coming up in the next few days, starting today. And Devin Biggs is on the weather deck, hopefully getting a little bit of wind blown at him out there.
I am getting some wind blowing at me, which is causing our camera to shake too. So that's just the beauty of what this weather can do around here, which the beauty of the Northwoods, right? And we're going to be seeing a lot of white out here, probably as early as tomorrow morning. I'm actually seeing a few flakes actually right now flying through the air. So possibly that wintry mix trying to get up here to Rhinelander as well. And we're we are seeing things getting pretty wet over in the Wausau area. Precipitation falling. Looks like traffic's still moving pretty good, but roads are being reported as with slippery stretches or store ice covered in some areas. So anywhere you see blue or pink, general idea is just be careful with that. And if you're for those areas in the green, you're looking pretty good. But here's the radar here. All this tracking from the south going toward the north, and Rhinelander got to knock on the door as well as we got a few more flakes that continue to fly around here in Rhinelander too, but a lot more of the precipitation is farther down to the south, but it's moving in our direction. Here's your travel forecast moving forward for today. We'll see temperatures in the 30s across the western parts of the state with that wintry mix moving in. We got the wintry mix for us, 8 to 12 inches of snow possible tonight and tomorrow. Before today, that wintry mix and temperatures in the 30s. And further down to the south, a little bit warmer where the precipitation will fall as rain. Temperatures 30s and 40s. Let's check out the birthday club.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Eagle Floor Covering on Twilight Lane, Eagle River.
Habush attorneys are the best of what a personal injury attorney is about.
To get the most money for your case, you need to have a law firm that's unrelenting.
We will fight with all that we have in person power, in knowledge and experience to bring about the result they deserve.
I can't give them their life back how it was, but I can give them the financial compensation to get their life back on track.
Get your Macy's order faster with curbside pickup for your hosting essentials, in-store pickup for the big party, or same-day delivery for that last-minute gift. Get just what you need when you need it at Macy's.
We sell anything Freedom, firearms, ammunition, parts, and accessories. We specialize in custom-built rifles and fully equipped setup hunting rifles. Our focus is on you and delivering one-of-a-kind products. Embrace your freedom at Northwoods Firearms in Crandon.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scher, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. Owner and designer Sarah has over 25 years of experience, overseen 500+ projects, and built strong relationships with local contractors providing superior installation. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
We're an FAA certificated 139 airport, which means that we're held to the same standard as Mitchell or O'Hare or LAX or Atlanta or any of those large airports.
Right now on Newswatch 12 today, as the winter weather sneaks its way in, see how the Rhinelander Oneida County Airport is assuring their flights and airport remain safe. Plus,
wintry precipitation is moving in from the south to the north. Some ice in our central counties and some snow and others. Your full forecast is coming out.
And to find out why the Packers are giving back to Wisconsinites through a hefty grant. It's Wednesday, December 14th.
Newswatch 12 today with Jackie Smith, Michael Lodholm, and Devin Biggs.
A winter storm, which could bring a foot of snow to the area, is expected to cause slick roads and possibly power outages.
But the snowstorm can also cause difficulties at airports. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski spoke with the Rhinelander Oneida County Airport Director about the steps they're taking to prepare.
108 Romeo, Minneapolis.
The Rhinelander Oneida County Airport is a busy place on and off the tarmac leading up to a major snow event.
It's obviously a dynamic situation.
Airport Director Matthew Leitner says the airport is ready for what's ahead over the next 48 hours.
We have everybody mobilized. We have a full complement of staff. We have 5 full-time snow removal equipment operations specialists that'll be taking care of the airfield for the duration of the event.
Leitner's full-time maintenance staff work to clear the runway and de-ice airplanes in order to make sure they can take off and land safely. Without their work, the airport's operations would come to a screeching halt.
We're an FAA certificated 139 airport, which means that we're held to the same standard as Mitchell or O'Hare or LAX or Atlanta or any of those large airports. It's not at all different.
While not much different from other airports, it is from the typical roads everyone else drives on. Airports in snowy locations use specialty trucks, which use brushes to sweep off the runways.
With a vehicle traveling that weighs 50,000 pounds going 150 miles an hour, it's imperative that we have really good friction when the rubber meets the runway.
And as you can see, the runways are completely clear, and that's all thanks to what the ground crew does.
Here, they're carpenters, they're electricians, they're heavy equipment operators. So if I may commend them, they do an outstanding job out here.
It just goes to show that for this small-town airport in Wisconsin's Northwoods, the task of keeping the runway clear is anything but small. Reporting in Rhinelander, Kyle Pazorski, Newswatch 12.
They are always working hard out there at that Rhinelander Oneida County Airport. Especially, I know Carrie Bladorn and I, we did a history segment. We got to fly out of there. That was a great thing. Glad they let us do that.
I know. I'm jealous of you. I know my mom just flew in from Rhinelander. She was having some weather and technical issues back in Spokane, so it took her a minute. So definitely good when they keep the airport kind of in check, keep everything safe, and keeps the world moving.
Exactly. We're just happy that they're on top of things and they're preparing for this upcoming snowstorm. And Devin Biggs is going to tell us exactly what to expect. Devin?
Yeah, the radar is lighting up like a Christmas tree with almost every color possible showing up on here, though. Not only with the rainfall category, but here's the wintry mix. We have some ice that's showing up on the radar as well, and snow further off towards the north. I actually witnessed a few snowflakes outside when we were doing our last travel weather hit, but there is stuff falling out there over in parts of the Wausau area. That wintry mix looking a little slushy out there as well, but it looks like the roads for now are moving pretty good, but be careful as you do travel today. Roads may still get tricky from time to time. With that in mind, a winter storm warning in effect until about 9 a.m. on Thursday. Note today is Wednesday, so this kicks in later on today and lasts through tomorrow morning with a lot of snow on the way. But before that, we have this winter weather advisory presently in effect until noon later on today. This is because of the frozen precipitation that is expected to move through, and we're seeing some of that. Now, a quick look at the radar. We're seeing us moving from the south going toward the north with, again, that wintry mix located right about in here, and a little bit of snow to the north and a little bit more rain to the south. So we're getting started, and it's going to keep going for most of the day with a few breaks from time to time. But temperatures in the 30s today, and as you can tell, wintry mix on the way. We'll keep you posted as things develop.
Thank you, Devin. The Marshfield man facing child pornography charges after a standoff with the Marshfield Police Department has reached a plea deal.
29-year-old Theodore Traherne pleaded no contest to 2 of 10 charges yesterday. Traherne was arrested in early April after Marshfield police say he held them at bay for several hours in a Walmart parking lot. Marshfield police were alerted to online conversations linked to Traherne that discussed sexual acts against a child. Marshfield police eventually found an iPad and phone they say contained 37 pictures and 2 videos depicting child pornography. No sentencing date has yet been set.
According to the Wisconsin Department of Community Corrections, Robert Shea will be relocating to Friendship on December 20th. 33-year-old Robert Shea was convicted of repeated sexual assault of the same child in 2015 in Adams County. Shea will be relocating to Adams Street in Friendship and will be monitored by GPS. Shea may represent as a female named Taylor. The sex offender has served the sentence given to Shea by the courts and is not wanted by law enforcement at this time. Shea is a lifetime sex offender registrant.
Parts of Oneida County are raising awareness about PFAS. Tuesday night, the Stella Town Board held a meeting where officials from the DNR and Wisconsin Department of Health Services spoke to concerned residents. The DNR says that right now, the agency is in the beginning stages of investigating the water in Starks. They're hoping to help inform residents of protective measures to reduce future exposure. We'll have more on the investigation tonight at 5.
Wisconsinites know what it's like to support the Packers, but this past week, the tables were turned.
This year, the Green Bay Packers Foundation selected 243 groups to share in $1.25 million. A number of Northwoods organizations were among those organizations selected to receive funds. Vilas County recipients include the Great Headwaters Trail Foundation, Shoal Community Impact Group, and St. Germain Silent Trails. The Northern Lakes chapter of NAMI was given a grant in Oneida, and the Langlade County Humane Society will also receive funding. And over in Taylor County, the Huey's Hideaway Children's Museum was selected. Representatives from the groups were invited to a luncheon at Lambeau Field Art Atrium last week.
The Rhinelander Chamber of Commerce is accepting applications for their top 10 under 40 awards through the end of this week. Nominees will be judged in 3 categories: business success, mentorship and leadership, and civic and philanthropic activities. Winners will be profiled on the Rhinelander Chamber and Forward Rhinelander websites, recognized in local media, and celebrated at the annual Chamber Awards Gala. You can visit rhinelanderchamber.com to nominate someone for recognition.
The Northwoods ATV-UTV website, northwoodsatv-utv.com, has been updated with more information. The site has everything riders need to know for their next Northwoods four-wheeling trip, including trail descriptions, club information, places to stop, and ATV-UTV rules. Users can highlight trails in Oneida, Forest, Lincoln, and Langlade County. Trail descriptions that include length elevation, parking areas, trail access information, and what riders will see along the way. Riders can now order a paper map as well to see the trail systems. Visit northwoodsatv-utv.com to check out all the new features.
The Respect for Marriage Act is now law of the land.
President Biden held an elaborate signing ceremony at the White House Tuesday to make it official. The bipartisan legislation passed by both chambers of Congress requires states to recognize same-sex and interracial marriages and guarantees federal benefits to those couples. Just before signing the bill, President Biden delivered a powerful speech to thousands of supporters in attendance, vowing to continue the work for future generations.
The embattled founder of the crypto exchange FTX has been denied bail. Sam Bankman-Fried was sent to a correctional facility in the Bahamas on Tuesday. He will remain there until his extradition hearing set for February 8th. The former FTX CEO was indicted on fraud and campaign finance charges. The 30-year-old had amassed multi-billion-dollar fortune building FTX into one of the world's largest exchanges before it abruptly collapsed this year. He faces a maximum sentence of 115 years in prison if convicted on all counts.
New legislation introduced by a group of bipartisan lawmakers aims to ban TikTok in the United States. The bill comes from the desire to protect Americans from foreign adversaries who might use social media for spying purposes. The proposed legislation would block all transactions from any social media company in or under the influence of China, Russia, and several other foreign countries of concern. It comes after fears about potential influence over the company by the Chinese government to access user data. At a hearing last month, FBI Director Chris Wray said TikTok's operations in the United States raise national security concerns. The company has insisted that that U.S. user data is safely stored outside of China, which it says should keep it out of reach of government officials.
And now to Capitol Hill, where there's hope ahead of the holidays.
Negotiators say they have reached a bipartisan agreement to avoid a government shutdown just days before Christmas.
Lawmakers are expected to pass a one-week extension, allowing negotiations to continue to December 23rd.
This as we await news from the Federal Reserve on another interest rate hike. NBC's Bree Jackson has more.
Negotiators say they've reached a deal to avoid a government shutdown ahead of Christmas. Republican Senator Richard Shelby says lawmakers should be able to finish an omnibus package by December 23rd. Democratic Senator Patrick Leahy stating the pain of inflation is real. We cannot delay our work any further. The deal follows promising signs that inflation is cooling. A report released Tuesday shows consumer prices at 7.1% in November, down from 7.7% in October.
In fact, this new report is the 5th month in a row where annual inflation has fallen in the United States.
The decrease is driven in part by a drop in gas prices, down more than $1.77 since June.
Yes, it's encouraging that the numbers are going directionally down, but we're still very far from where we need to be.
Consumers remain cautious.
I feel like every time we make a purchase, we put in so much more thought. Where are we getting our gas? Where are we getting our groceries?
It's trying to find the best deal right now and trying to find the best price.
But there are signs that inflation is easing. Food price increases are slowing down, providing Americans some relief before the holidays. In Washington, Bree Jackson for NBC News.
Coming up next, the North Lakeland Discovery Center provides a ton of learning experiences for people who love nature.
Find out how the center plans to expand to bring even more opportunities.
Again here, winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories in effect. Your full forecast is coming up next.
This year, I have just a dish to shake things up when you're planning your holiday menu. It's affordable, tasty, and easy to prepare. And did I mention it's farmed right here in the USA?
Aiello's, the home of the Godfather Grinder, offering sandwiches, pasta salads, soups, delicious scratch-made hand-tossed pizzas, and more. All made to order with the freshest ingredients. Party platters for any occasion, large or small. Call ahead to order yours. See you soon at Aiello's.
Looking for that unique holiday gift? A gift basket from Lake Nokomis Cranberries will brighten anyone's holiday. Custom gift baskets are available online at LakeNokomisCranberries.com or visit the gift shop on County D.
There's nothing like volunteering at the fire department.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't always been easy.
Since my skin was so irritated and itchy.
And even worse with all my gear on.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema. So adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Find everything you need to get your projects done at Menards. Skill delivers power and performance with the PowerCore 20-volt power tool system. It delivers the convenience and portability of cordless tool operation while providing advanced power and torque for the bigger jobs. Every Skill PowerCore 20 battery is interchangeable with all Skill 20-volt power tools. Save big money on our in-stock selection of Skill 20-volt power tools. Plus, give the perfect gift with a Menards gift card.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Welcome back. Plenty of things to unpack here. Let's start with the advisories up ahead of our next system moving in. A winter storm warning up until 9 a.m. on Thursday. Today is Wednesday. This kicks in later today and lasts through Thursday morning with plenty of snow that'll be moving in. Now behind that though, here we go. We do have a winter weather advisory in effect, so we pulled the other alerts off. This is a winter weather advisory that is in effect until the noon time frame today for these counties highlighted here. And this is because of the icy precipitation and snow, that wintry mix that is now moving in with round one. And speaking of round one, here it is right here on the radar. Some snow is showing up on the radar. Other areas seeing a little bit of a wintry mix and some regular rain. So a mixture of everything taking place in our viewing area with this round moving in from the south going toward the north. The radar in motion shows all this right here. tracking from the south to the north. So widely you can see a little bit in just a little while as the first little bits begin to move in, and a wintry mix farther down toward the south where roads may get a little slippery. And the normal rain once you reach around Adams County in areas farther down toward the south. Let's zoom things out right now. Here's a big picture. We had a little bit of lightning in western Wisconsin this morning. Just because the convection is definitely there. With the system that's tracking off towards the north and east, we have severe thunderstorms in the southern parts of the U.S. this morning. Other areas seeing rain, and for us, it's the winter storm that's beginning to move in. Road conditions, all right, some areas are reporting slippery conditions, while other spots, snow or ice covered. Snow or ice covered in the pink with just slippery stretches noted over there in the blue shade. So either way, just be careful if you're traveling out there. Roads may be a little bit dirty or just a little bit messy, I should say, from time to time. But moving forward, though, Futurecast showing this wintry mix moving in. Maybe a few breaks in that from time to time, too. The round 2 will begin to move in later on this evening, and we'll switch everything over to snow gradually, and it'll happen pretty quickly over time. And some heavy snowfall, too, especially by 1 a.m. as we head towards Thursday morning. We'll keep that going, at least through parts of Thursday morning at around 9 a.m. But then the low pressure center moves in, and we'll see the counterclockwise rotation with more snow showers that'll rotate around for at least a few more days as we head towards your Friday and even a little bit into your Saturday. We've expanded the coverage for the 8 to 12 inches of snow. Some locally higher amounts cannot be ruled out either. So a lot of snowfall on the way. Lesser amounts further off towards the south and east, where around 4 to 8 inches can't be ruled out. Then over in the white shade, 1 to 4 inches cannot be ruled out either. So generally here in the Northwoods and even down by Wausau, a lot of snowfall is definitely on the way. But here's the breakdown real quick, though. The precipitation starting now with that wintry mix of rain, sleet, snow, and freezing rain, and slippery roads. The heaviest of the snow kicks in tonight, and we'll see some heavy snowfall and gusty winds, too. Lots of moisture with this. It'll be that heavy, wet, sticky, wet snow that will accumulate to everything. Lots of water with it, that backbreaking snow as well. And the abundant moisture could bring up to 8 to 12 inches of snow with locally higher amounts at times. Temperatures right now are in the lower 30s here across the Northwoods, even 33 degrees over in the Wausau area. So we're near to slightly below or above freezing. These temperatures are not going to be moving much as we move forward today. So for today, we will be in the lower 30s with that wintry mix lightly and some slippery roads as well. That southeast breeze gusting up to around 40 miles per hour at times. As for tonight, upper 20s, that wintry mix switches over to snow. Heavy at times, 8 to 12 inches of snow possible across the viewing area with locally higher amounts possible, with that east wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. And that Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. Here we go. The snow continues on Thursday, maybe some... but moving forward, though, we will be watching for, again, more snow as we head towards Friday and Saturday, more snow showers. But, of course, maybe some additional accumulations Thursday, Friday, and Saturday before we back off Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday.
Thanks, Devin. The North Lakeland Discovery Center in Manitowoc Waters is home to countless educational opportunities for nature enthusiasts. And soon, there will be more space to learn.
The Discovery Center is in the process of building a new nature center. The center is in stage 2 of its capital project plans. Since it's opened its door 25 years ago, they have been running operations in a smaller center with small live animals and mounted creatures. Various different groups are helping lay the groundwork for the space.
It takes a group of people, many groups of people, working on individual elements of that, interweaving between each other and at the same time.
The biggest part of the new center will be a space-filled interactive exhibits with animals and nature. The capital project was started in 2017, and the finish line isn't far off. The group hopes to have construction completed by the first week of January for them to start filling their exhibits, and the grand opening is set for May 11th. The time is 6:49, and coming up, find out who here on Newswatch 12 celebrated a ribbon cutting yesterday.
But first, Howard is in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with a recipe for holiday special catfish fillets.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio.
When it comes to the holidays, many of us will be serving the same traditional favorites as we have for years. And there's nothing wrong with that. But this year, I'm adding a new favorite, which is packed with flavor and is very holiday festive. It's U.S. farm-raised catfish, and it's topped with a buttery crab meat topping. And not only does this look good, but it's super easy to prepare. We start by making a basic crab meat crumb topping, like we did here. Now, this goes on top of 4 U.S. farm-raised catfish fillets, and into the oven they go. The reason I use farm-raised catfish is the texture holds up to the topping, it's very fresh tasting, and everyone always loves it. Once it's baked, which just takes minutes, we drizzle it with a Parmesan cream sauce that is studded with roasted red peppers and chopped parsley. To get the recipe for what we call holiday special catfish fillets, which will be a very welcome addition to your table, along with all your other traditional favorites, simply visit our website. I know you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today I'm excited to share a dish that will be on my holiday table. And that means lots of, ooh, it's so good.
These celebrities have strapped themselves into this giant wheel to help contestants tackle tough trivia.
Are you good with math? Oh, man.
We should be graded on personality. The Wheel 2-week holiday event starts Monday on NBC.
What's your name, please?
My name is Archie Williams.
I'm Christina Ray.
My name is Terry Fader. Competition like this brings out the best in people. And this was you at your very, very best.
It's a red carpet affair this New Year's Eve. At Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg, dress to impress. There will be party favors, complimentary food from the Mint, a free photo booth, and live music from VideoStar. Plus, hot seat drawings, barrel drawings for $1,000 cash. Then at midnight, a grand prize drawing for a Ford Explorer and $2,000 cash. Plus, another cash giveaway at 1 a.m. Earn entries throughout December to win big on New Year's Eve.
Are your floors looking worn and outdated? Stop by Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River for all your flooring needs.
Your large selection of carpet, hardwood, laminate, vinyl, tile, and area rugs.
We have a knowledgeable staff, competitive pricing, and free estimates. Locally owned and operated for over 2 decades.
Come in and let over 40 years of combined sales and service experience help you select the right floor for your lifestyle and budget.
Eagle Floor Covering on Twilight Lane off Highway 70 West, across from Eagle River Cabinets.
Ghirardelli Caramel Squares. Makes life a bite better.
For a new countertop, make your selection at Creative Granite's Indoor Warehouse in Minocqua. From 50 colors of granite and quartz. Work with a crew that will stay with you from measuring and fabrication to final installation. Call or stop by Creative Granite today.
Newswatch 12 today with Jackie Smith, Michael Lodeholt, and Devin Biggs.
Welcome back. So here's something we just had to share this morning.
Yes, this is our very own Conrad Sapinski yesterday at the Rhinelander Area Chamber of Commerce. Conrad has a brand new snowplow business. And on Tuesday, he was at the Chamber for the new business ribbon cutting ceremony. There he is. Look at that happy guy. Conrad's business is named Conrad's A1 Snow Plowing, LLC. We are excited for Conrad to get started with his new adventure, but don't worry, he'll still be watching the weather here with us at WJFW as well.
I think he ordered all this snow. I think I blame him.
I think he did.
He might have.
It's clever.
I think
clever
so,
guy.
because he has his new snow plowing business. I'm sure he's getting lots of calls already, though.
And just to be extra clear, he is still working here full-time, doing the weather. You won't miss him.
Yes.
Conrad is not leaving.
He will be here if you want more time with him.
Exactly. Because the man just won't sleep. Now he's just going to be busy, busy, busy bee.
And he serves our country, too, in the Army Reserves, so he never sleeps.
He is constantly on grind time. Conrad's always, and he's always at the gym.
Yeah, right.
So he has work, gym, military, plowing business.
How does he do it?
I can barely get through our shift.
You know what
I need to go now.
You know what he doesn't do, though?
Trivia.
Trivia.
Well,
there we go.
He does when he fills in for you.
Yeah, well, yes, he does,
Fair.
right? But meanwhile, though, let's get things going here with that trivia question. And true or false, during a winter storm, visibility needs to be a quarter of a mile or less for 1 hour for a blizzard warning to be issued. True or false? The answer when we come back.
Nicolet College is the smartest start to your bachelor's degree. With university transfer, choose from 2 associate degrees, 7 pre-majors, or even earn a degree online. Then transfer to any of the University of Wisconsin colleges or hundreds of other universities. By starting close to home, you'll save thousands in reduced tuition and housing. Choose the smartest start to your 4-year degree. Choose Nicolet College.
What kind of popcorn do you think you want today?
Hi, Tom.
Hi, I'm here to fill my bucket.
That's great. I'd like you to meet our new owners, Jim and Pam.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Cheesy Caramel.
Same great company and products, just with new faces as the owners of Minocqua Popcorn and Puffs.
If you already know that a blend of tender, marbled Wagyu beef makes the best burger, good for you. Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse Burger is back. You beef genius? Arby's, we have the meat.
Enjoy the beauty of the season at Trader's. Find an outfit for the party. Get inspired by our unique trees and old world Christmas ornaments.
Set the scene for entertaining and celebrate. Happy holidays! Get a sweet deal this weekend at Trader's.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scher, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
Denny's Appliance Service, serving Rhinelander, Eagle River, Minocqua, and surrounding area. 35 years of experience, prompt professional service on all brands, emergency service available.
And a special birthday shout out to our Minocqua popcorn winner this morning, Agnes Daniszewski from Eagle River. Happy birthday and congratulations. You won a half-gallon bucket of gourmet popcorn from Minocqua Popcorn.
And your trivia question for today. During a winter storm, visibility needs to be a quarter of a mile or less for 1 hour for a blizzard warning to be issued. True or false?
I say false.
You think it's false?
I go false as well, Devin.
And you were wise to go false. Quarter of a mile or less for 3 or more hours. You're wondering about the time. Yeah, the time kind of is the key there. Along with winds gusting at least 35 miles per hour. So there's 3 areas of criteria there. And all those need to be met there. So I knew that stumped you when I said the question, Michael, which is why I was kind of giggling as we were going to break for those that were wondering. But here's a wide look at the system, though. It's really got its act together. It's really developing. We're going to have another plume of moisture moving in later on tonight. What we're seeing now is just round 1 with a lot of snow on the way. So later on tonight and the parts of tomorrow morning, lots of snow, around 8 to 12 inches with locally higher amounts before we're all finished up. 4 to 8 inches in the blue and 1 to 4 inches being located there in the white shade. We'll keep this going at least through parts of Thursday and even Friday and Saturday, some leftover snow showers as well. Then by Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday, we dry out. And as these systems tend to do, a cool down on the way. So welcome to Wisconsin.
Yeah, no, this is definitely, my mom got here in time, I got here in time. It is going to be a winter.
It's going to be a winter.
It's exciting. We're finally going to be able to be looking like a winter wonderland just in time for the Christmas
Just
stuff.
in time. And snowmobiling and all the other activities, too.
Exactly. Hopefully we can be opening those trails soon enough.
For sure.
But thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow right here on Newswatch 12 today.
Howard Young Urgent Care. Feel better now.
Well, good Wednesday morning. Good to see you. Our top story once again is that massive storm that we've been tracking all week long.
And it is far from over. Millions more now in its path. It's December 14th. This is today. Breaking overnight, a rare outbreak of December tornadoes sweeps across the south. One driver caught in the chaos.
I am in a tornado.
More severe weather expected today, and farther north, a new round of blizzard warnings. We've got your full forecast. On the rise, the Fed set to once again raise interest rates today on the heels of an encouraging sign in the battle against record inflation. We'll break down what it all means for you and your money. Bail denied. The founder of crypto giant FTX still behind bars in the Bahamas this morning as prosecutors